list and be a part of this app. He is also overall, in my words, a visionary, definitely because he is the reason we are all here mixing and mingling together, and our business partner. So, come on up, Jay.R.
Ooh, thank you.
Thank you, thank you.
Really? Really, that's the best clap y'all can give? Thank you, thank you.
You made them drink.
Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, I'm not going to use this mic. I'm sorry.
So now you want to project?
Yes, I'm going to project.
Okay. Thank you.
Because I'm not going to be too long either. Um, Once again, I want to thank everyone for coming out. I want to really harp on the fact that you guys are in the room. There's a lot of networking going on. It's a lot of dots being connected, right? And that is the whole purpose of us being here. I didn't meet LaDoja till she was a guest on my talk show, The Convo. LaDoja signed up for the app, my first pitch. I'm like, hey, I created this thing the other day. I think $100 is a good price. You think, is that cool? She's like, here, come on, hurry up. I'm doing hair. Hurry up and sign up, right? Because she saw something within myself and my vision that other people who did know me, didn't even see, right? And as you see, she's here. Thank you, thank you. As well. Also, Lee, this guy right here in the green shirt. For those of you guys who don't know who Lee is, Lee used to own a club on the west side. That's how we first met. I was RPs.
What was it?
RPs. So the dope thing is that over the years we stayed in contact, right? So much so that I did the pictures for Lee's wedding. We've done tons of business over time. It's the power of networking. One thing that I want to say as entrepreneurs is very important for you to always stand on your word, be who you say that you are. If you still perfecting your craft, just let it be known, like, hey, look, I kind of do this thing, I'm working on it. You know what I'm saying? But if you work with me, I guarantee you I'm gonna give you my all. Communication is one of the best tools that we have. And a lot of our business go downhill with the lack thereof. If you can't properly communicate what your goal is, if you can't properly communicate what you need at the time, then really how can you expect people to show up for you? They don't know what to show up for. On top of communication, I would say just making sure that you have a clear vision of what it is that you want to accomplish. The people who know me best, Dom, you know what I'm saying? Like, no, sometimes I just want to do something, right? I'm a creative. I wrote a play at 7:45 in the morning. By 12, I had an idea of the people that I wanted to play the parts. By the next day, it was cast. And I had the venue by the end of the week. However, I had never written a play. When I sent that script to Dom said, actually, no, Dom came to one of the casts, whatever.
Hey, we did the casting call.
Yes.
And that's when I was like,
nigga, what did you?
So.
she was like, now mind you, Dom is classically trained,
Great.
right? Dom has all the education in the world, right? And here comes this guy that just wrote a script just because he had an idea to write something and to get something done. And it's like, hey, can you work with this? I got this thing that I did, and
We made it happen.
right? Did Dom back up? No. Dom said, all right, let's sit down, let's figure out how we can make sure that this thing is coherent to not only the cast, but to the audience, right? I had somebody in my corner that can actually help me sharpen my sword. Sometimes that's what it takes. Sometimes you ain't gonna be the point person. Sometimes you just need to be the backup. What a lot of people who are pros would tell you is that their backup is their worst fear, right? Because that person's constantly practicing. They not starting. Sometimes your backup will motivate you. Dom is already great by herself. Lee is already great by himself. He didn't need me. However, I added value to the situation. This is what I do. I'm a hustler. I will outwork you. You're not going to outwork me, period. That's what I bring to the table. You give me the mission, I'm not going to stop till I'm dead. That's just what it is. No matter what you do as an entrepreneur, just make sure when you approaching people, them people know that you leaving it on the table, especially if they're investing in you. A year passed since the time that LaDoja accepted my offer, right? One day I called LaDoja, I'm like, hey, you at the shop on Tuesday? She's like, yeah, I should be there. I'm like, all right, bet, I'm bringing the news cameras. They're doing an interview with me. I want to make sure that you shine. That's called an ROI. I don't know exactly how many people hit LaDoja up off of the app, but what I do know is a ton of people saw that damn news. So as we sitting there in her salon, it's like, yo, it ain't about me. I want to make sure my people shine. Because she invested in me, now I'm returning that investment. People like to surround themselves with people who make them money. Right? If not money, bring me something else that I can't do on my own. The purpose of this room is because each individual person does something totally different, right? Which is their value of being in a room. Is that by itself, which is why this room is necessary. Sade, you might think that, you know what, damn, I was going for a hug and this nigga ain't even hug me. He just said, no, talk to this nigga, right? Right? Jay's last line was like, hey, I do this, 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 and this. But it's this one aspect of my business that if anybody in this room can help me with, please come talk to me. I'm like, Jay, I promise you, I got somebody coming, right? That's you. That's the power of being in the room. If Jay ain't in this room, that connection doesn't happen. He still has that need. As entrepreneurs, we have to learn to not only properly communicate what it is that we do, but communicate what it is that we need. It's okay. Look, you got the idea. It's your thing, bro. It's you. How can I help you? I see you not where you want to be at. How can I just add some value? You see I do these things. Sometimes it ain't even about the money. We'll figure it out. What's our quote? Pay me in equity.
Pay me in equity.
When we are able to take it to the next level and build with each other, we all stronger. But we got to just communicate what our needs is. Where are you weak at? Your marketing ain't on point? I got a guy. You need better visuals? I got a guy. You need help with your nonprofit? I got a girl. You know what I'm saying? You need a dope spot to host a dope event? I got a venue. Shameless plug. Shouts out to Magna Wine Bar and Motive for having us. But once again, and this is Brittany's lovely husband. Boom, boom, boom. but watch this. This is how it comes full circle. Me and Brittany went to school together. You see how those relationships that you maintain over the years. Most of y'all, I did just meet y'all on a humble, except for Jay.
But I've known Jay for a long time.
But it's like 6 degrees of separation, right? We 2 degrees. 1 degree in some cases. But it's a damn shame when that 1 degree don't know what the hell you need. There's a familiar thing going on in what I'm saying. Communicate. It's really just about communication. I don't care about social media. I don't care what the perception of what I have going on, you got going on. I'm your friend. Tell me the reality. I went past, there's my barbershop is right here on Lee. And they just opened up a new bagel spot. It's a weird take on bagels, but it's a Jewish-owned company, right? The line was out the door. I posted the video on my IG. This is what support looks like. This is truly what support looks like. When we have these type of mixers, this mixer should be packed, right? But the people who are here are supposed to be here.
Yes.
However, we as the creatives, and I will say as the heads of the table, in our given fields and industries, we have to start requiring more from the people who say that they really fuck with us. Excuse my language. But if you really fuck with me how you say you fuck with me, show me. Because a lot of people's actions ain't gonna line up with their words. And it's in those moments when you figure out who you need to surround yourself with and who you just kind of just need to back up from. And I promise you, once you make those small changes within your circle in your life, you'll start noticing. A lot of growth starts happening. God starts saying, okay, cool, you got the suckers away from you? Now the gate to the next level is open.
Yeah.
But if you continue to hinder yourself with people and trying to appease people who ain't never showed up, if you're a barber, they only went to you the first day that you start cutting, they ain't never went back to you again. If you do this, if you do that, you know what I'm saying? Like, if Lee business wasn't on the west side, he would be cutting my grass. You see what I'm saying? He owns one of the largest landscaping companies. Come on.
Oh, I'm calling Lee in the fall. We've already had that discussion.
But that's the value of being in a room as well. So as these rooms start popping up and you start seeing, okay, these people are doing something, I don't care who's throwing it. Fuck the name. What's the value of the room? Who's in that room? Who can I benefit from? Had I not went to Miami to get in the room, we wouldn't be in this room right now. Facts. Me and Dom sat in her damn driveway having a conversation. And I'm like, Dom, like, you ain't gonna believe like this shit.
That's it. Perspective.
Exactly.
It happened.
So in wrapping up everything, I hope that y'all take away from my speech today as being something that's really like, yo, I ain't got no time to waste. If COVID ain't teach you nothing, we ain't got as much time as we think we got. I'm a single dad, have been for the last 12 years. My friends are parents. Appreciate y'all, but I want to clap for my friends that are parents, you know what I'm saying, that are doing the same thing. This shit ain't easy, especially when you work a 9 to 5. You gotta be a parent. You still wanna be an entrepreneur. You still gotta motivate others. You still doing this, you still doing that. Your cup is easy to get empty. Don't forget to celebrate your wins. And last but not least, man, look yourself in the mirror and say, shit, man, I'm a bad motherfucker. Let's go.